What's up, guys? It's going to cut to the Brookhaven Banettes, and this is week 4 of the PSBF. If you saw the week 3 video, I'm going to try to just run through these to get the battles out there. I don't remember the specifics of the sets and all that, but I'm going to show you what the sets are, and then I'm going to show the battle. This particular one, I did not do live com, so that's going to be a post com, and we're just going to watch together. So first, I brought Diamond Head, the Cure in Black with Electrium Z, Ice Beam, Earth Power, Fusion Bolt, Iron Head. I remember I brought this for Suicune because I hate Suicune. I have 4 HP, max attack, 100 special attack, 152 speed, naive nature. Then we have Speeding with Atlas, the Tapu Koko, Expert Belt, Thunderbolt, Nature's Madness, U-Turn, Brave Bird with 176 attack, max special attack, 80 speed, hasty nature. We have Squilliam with the Black Sludge, with Liquid Ooze, Ice Beam, Scald, Acid Spray, Sludge Wave, max HP, 192 special attack modest, and 64 defense. Then we have Rocky Helmet Claydol. I don't know why he didn't have a nickname. This might have been the first game I brought, I don't know. He has Stealth Rock, Ice Beam, Earth Power, Toxic, max HP, max defense, for special attack, Bold Nature. We have Registeel with Leftovers. Yeah, why don't these have nicknames? He has Counter, Seismic Toss, Iron Head Thunderwave with max HP, max defense for special defense, Impish Nature. And we have Woodstock with the Eviolite with Roost, Dazzling Gleam, Defog, Reflect with 248 HP, max defense, bold, and 8 special defense. We'll be right back with the battle. And we're here with the battle. So the Vulpix, I don't remember who this opponent was. Sorry, it was a long time ago. But he or she brought Victini, Sylveon. I think that's Mega Aggron, Galvantula, Flygon, and Suicune. So I lead with Claydol, as he leads with Gajeel. I respect the name. And then he swaps out into Suicune as I get a Brock. Then goes back into the Aggron. And I go for the Toxic, so good play. It's Leftovers, no, it's regular Aggron. I go for the Earth Power. Knock him down to a Sturdy. Oh, yeah, no, that was the nickname thing. That was me forgetting. I just saw in the chat. And then I just go for Earth Power again as the Suicune comes in. I swap into Squilliam as he goes for the Calm Mind. And I believe here I just go for Acid Spray. Yep, I Acid Spray to get that special defense lowered as he keeps going for Calm Mind. So neutral special defense, but plus 2 special attack. I go for another Acid Spray to lower that special defense some more as he goes for Scald, which does almost nothing. I'm a Tentacruel. And then he goes into Gajeel as I go for Sludge Wave. Immune, obviously, but now I get to go for Scald and take him out. So the Aggron's gone. Goes into Galvantula. I remember this game. As I go into Registeel and it gets a Sticky Web. He then Volt switches. He has Life Orb, the Galvantula's Life Orb, and it's a girl. I said he. And Suicune comes out as I go for Seismic Toss. This Suicune's gonna rest because they always rest. And has the Chesto Berry actually, as I go for another Seismic Toss. I'm getting a little bit of leftover recovery as it's happening. And then I go for Thunder Wave. I swap out, go into Togetic, as he swaps into the Flygon. I counter the Flygon pretty well, so he doubles into Sylveon as I get up my Reflect. And he fires off a Hyper Voice as I go for Defog, because I don't want these webs up. I go into the Registeel as Sylveon Baton passes into the Flygon. Because I'm behind Reflect, I think I'm okay with that. And, no, I'm not. So I just double into Claydol. He doubles into Suicune, so I go into Tentacruel, and I can take the Suicune on pretty well. So, what do I go for here? I go for the Acid Spray. Yeah. So he makes the offensive switch into Flygon. That does have Leftovers. And I go into Claydol, Levitate. This Claydol's a good one. Low tier, but it's a good one. I get a Brock again. This Galvantula is gonna hurt with that Bug Buzz. and I'm going to Earth Power, which does not quite take it out. So I go into Registeel, preserving Claydol as the Galvantula gets up webs again, and then back into Suicune. So I go for the Seismic Toss on that. And here I like this play. I go into Coco, set up the Electric Terrain, and the Suicune cannot get the rest off. Was that intentional? No. So the Suicune swaps out for Flygon as I go for U-turn. I bring in the Togetic. I get off a Roost. And I take a Hyper Voice. It gets a crit, which I didn't like. And I just go for Dazzling Gleam. I guess because I didn't want to swap anything in on Sylveon. But now I go into Registeel. I eat up that Hyper Voice. And I have leftovers, so I'm feeling good there. I go for Wish. I go for the Seismic Toss. And I go back into Togetic as he Baton Passes. He can threaten me with an offensive thing. Offensive Ring. So I have to swap out. I go into Claydol, sack it. And I was Rocky Helmet, so that Victini took Rocky Helmet damage, and when it comes in again, it takes Rocks damage. So the Flygon comes in, and I bring in Registeel. So the Flygon actually has the defog, and I went for counter because I was bulky enough to take an EQ, so I wanted to take out Flygon. Goes into the Suicune as I double into Togetic, and he swaps into the Galvantula as I Roost. Then I go back into Registeel, he gets Webs up again, and it's just like... So the Galvantula Volt switches. One more attack from Galvantula will knock it out from Life Orb. I Seismic Toss the Sylveon. So little progress has been made. I Iron Head and take out the Sylveon because I knew he would go for the Wish there. He goes Victini. I have to swap out here. I go Togetic as he goes for U-turn. And here, the Wish does pass. That Wish has some weird mechanics. Okay, so right there, that's where I threw the game. I thought a Volt Switch was coming, and I wanted to get the defog off, but that was too risky of a play to make. I should have just swapped out and defogged at a later point because, as you saw, a Thunder did take me out, and even bringing in Registeel like that, it'll do some damage. Like Thunder was the best play there, and now that I can't get rid of the Sticky Web, his Victini's gonna outspeed me, his Flygon's gonna outspeed my Mon, so that's really where I threw the game. I go into Kieran Black, but I am now slower than everything on his team. He gets a Volt Switch. Also, the Wish brought it back up, so that Volt Switch didn't kill it. I go for the Earth Power on the Suicune, and then I Fusion Bolt, take out Suicune. But yeah, now Victini comes in, it outspeeds me no matter what. I go into Tentacruel. I take that V-Create, not well because it's Victini. And because of the speed drop, the Sticky Web, his speed drop, he still outspeeds me. So he takes out Tentacruel, and I go into Kieran Black. And what do I do here? I go for the Ice Beam, thinking that he would switch, and he did. I take out Galvantula. And then I go into the Registeel. As the Victini U-turns, goes into Flygon. And then the Flygon just Dragon Dances as I go for Seismic Toss. I think a +1, I no longer take that Earthquake. That might be the case. Oh, it goes for another Dragon Dance. I go for another Seismic Toss. There's nothing I can do. With those leftovers, another Seismic Toss wouldn't kill anyways. So this Flygon is not going to sweep the rest of my team. Yeah. Dragon Claw takes out the Kieran Black. And then Tapu Koko comes in. And that dies Earthquake. So, I threw that game. Honestly, in this league, I threw a lot. I don't know what it was. Honestly, this league, I made a lot of mistakes. But that's the battle, and you guys should be seeing the next battle pretty soon.